Hello. For the week of September 17th, this is our update, starting right off as usual with the weight loss update. We're off the plateau. Weighed in at I weighed in at 269.7, and so that is one half pound since the last weigh-in. So that's enough over the margin of error that I am calling it a weight loss. It's not a huge weight loss, but we're moving that direction again. So that's a total since all the way back to the beginning of 35.3 pounds loss. So finally broke the 270 mark. I was like hovering right around 270.5, 270.2 all up for weeks now. I've either been plateauing or even gained a little bit a few weeks ago. Could not get past the 270 mark. Finally got there, barely, 269.7. So, whoo! And one of the things that I've started doing after reading, I've been doing some, because hiking isn't just about just the hiking. There's a lot of things you can do that's hiking related that isn't actually on the trails, and that includes reading up on hiking techniques and other things. So I just got done with the book. I may be doing some like little book reviews later, like in a separate, aside from the updates. But I just read a book on how to prepare yourself for long trails through hikes, hundreds of miles where you're going to be out for weeks, if not months at a time, which is ultimately my goal. I want to do some major through hikes out there where I'm out there for quite a while. You have to do resupplies and everything. So this book gave me the idea towards the end, talking about things you do when you're not on the trail. Training isn't just about hiking on the trail. That's good training, and I do it. I got out this week to do the White Slough Bear Creek little loop that I do. That's 5 miles. I got out once. So that's better than zero. I'd like to get out a couple of times a week at least. Haven't been able to figure out the schedule to work that out. Just a lot of things going on, family-wise and stuff, that it's just, by the time I get done with some of that other stuff and getting my son to school and a few other things, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get out to hike today. Because I have other stuff to do in the afternoon, and I don't have time. So that's just working it out. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do there. But I did get out, like I said, last week. Got out. I did the 5 miles. But I have figured out that that's not enough. And obviously, because my weight loss, I've been having these plateau issues and stuff like that. My body is saying, hey, that's not enough. You want to do 5 miles a week? That's go ahead, do that. But that's not going to help with your weight loss much. If I do lose, it's going to be like this week, half a pound. All right. So looking at that, there are a bunch of suggested exercises for hikers, specifically to help develop your hiking muscles, the muscles you use in your back, your shoulders, especially in your glutes and your legs, strengthening your knees and your ankles, because those joints are of paramount importance when you're hiking. So I picked up on those, looked at a lot of those, and so I have got a new exercise regimen, I think that's what it's called, for when I'm not able to get out there hiking. I'm basically every other day I'm going to try to do this exercise regimen. It only takes about 30 minutes, so it's not like a huge chunk in my day. I can take 30 minutes in most of my days to do this. So that's what I'm going for, and this exercise regimen right this moment is incline push-ups, 3 sets of 10, and specifically the book I read said incline push-ups because you're not just trying to build your arm muscles like push-ups are, you are trying to work on lower back muscles and other things, and incline push-ups help do that. So 3 sets of 10, pretty much all of these are 3 sets of 10, except for the sit-ups I do. Sit-ups I do 3 sets of 15. I do glute ab lifts, which are kind of a weird kind of thing where you're got half your body on a bench, or I use some furniture around the house, and you drop your butt almost to the ground and then thrust it upward, and you do that. I do 3 sets of 10, and that works on your glutes and on some of your lifting abs and things like that. That's a big hiking muscle. It really is. Leg lifts to work on the legs and things like that, and some deep squats. Eventually, you have to get to the point where you're doing these squats wearing a weighted backpack or holding the weight over your head, however you want to do it. Right now, I'm just doing the squats that works on your leg muscles and strengthens your knee joints. Hopefully, doesn't tear up the knee joints. So far, it's been okay. So doing that, but eventually, I'm just doing that, just me. Eventually, you have to work up to actually doing weights, because that kind of simulates when you're out there in the mountains and you're trying to climb things. Your legs have to be able to do that heavy lifting, because you're going to have the weight on your back and stuff like that. So that's my workout regimen. I do that. It's like I say, it takes about 30 minutes to get through the whole circuit. All of them I do 3 sets of 10, except for the sit-ups, where my abs are, even though they're a little covered, my abs are decently developed, that I don't have much trouble like on an ab machine and stuff when I used to go to the gym and things. So I have started out with 3 sets of 15 for those, because they can handle the extra work. And that's kind of it. So I do that every other day. And then I'm going to try my best to try and fit a hike in between, at least 2 of them. I probably won't do, like a hike one day, at least for now anyway, the way my schedule is. I'm not going to be able to do if Monday is workout day, then Tuesday's a hike, Wednesday workout, Thursday's a hike, Friday workout, Saturday. I'm not going to be able to do all of that. I'm definitely going to do the every other day is a workout, and then at least twice a week, somewhere in between there on a normal non-workout day, I'm going to try to do something out there, minimum of 5 miles, if not more. We'll see how the schedule works with that, but that's my plan, and that's basically the big update. Like I covered last time, kind of looking forward to winter, trying to see what I'm going to do. There are some things coming up in the winter time that I will be covering on this channel, because it is outdoor stuff and things, but I know I have at least one 20-mile hike that I've kind of been put in semi-charge of. The Boy Scout troop that I'm hooked up with, that my son's in, they have to do a 20-mile hike. To get the hiking merit badge, you have to do so many 5-milers, so many 10-milers, and a 20-miler, and they've pretty much done all the other ones. The 20-mile is the one that's left, and they have to do it. It's a 20-mile hike. You can't do, a couple of 10 miles hooked over 2 days or something like an overnighter. It's got to be a 20-mile hike in a day. So we are going to do that in November. There's a trail up in Sacramento that kind of winds along the American River, called the Jedediah Smith Memorial Trail. It's also it's the same or hooked up to the American River Bike Trail, but you get dropped off at a certain point on that trail, and then go all the way to the end at what they call Discovery Park, and you've got 20 miles. So we're going to do that in November. There's also a November camping trip with that Boy Scout troop. So I'll be getting out there in the wintertime doing a few things, that's for sure. That'll be cool. And then looking forward to next spring with a lot of big stuff coming up. And I'm hoping my first long distance through hike, I'm hoping a few more, overnighters, couple of day backpack trips. But really looking forward to the big through hike, which is going to be the Tahoe Rim Trail. And I'll talk more about that when I do kind of a separate thing on how I'm prepping for it and all that good stuff. So that's our thing there. We've got about half a pound lost, so we're off the plateau, moving slowly forward again on the weight loss. Slowly, because half a pound a week is going to be really slow. I'm going to try and pick that up. And hopefully I'll get some help picking that up, because on days I can't get out there hiking, I'm still going to be doing this more serious exercising. So that's my plan. As always, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching me through the old camera here, and If you feel so inclined, give me a subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, if you are, please give me a like so I know that there's more people out there. I can see the numbers sometimes. Hey, like 8 or 9 people have watched this video. That's cool. That's more than me. So that's, it's not just me watching my own video. There's people out there watching. But if it's interesting to you and you appreciate that I'm doing this, let me know with a little like click. It doesn't take long to do a like click. Or leave me a message if you want to. You can leave me a message via Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, all on Hiking for Health CA. All right. Hey, thanks everybody, and we will see you next week.